Today we're gonna be chatting in my bedroom because school is yet to start and it's pretty noisy in my house. So we're gonna come escape to the bedroom and have our little chat. We don't need the kitchen today. Now I'm really excited to share with you guys today 3 of my favorite habits that I have put into place to help me get to my health and weight loss goals. For those of you who don't know, I used to be 50 pounds heavier, unhealthy. I had a slew of problems. I was pre-diabetic. I had high cholesterol. I had anxiety issues. I could go on and on. I had a massive gallbladder attack. I was told my gallbladder needed to come out. I still have my gallbladder, by the way, doing fine. And all that has changed. That's what I used to look like. I still love myself looking like that, and I still love myself now. But yeah, a lot has changed for me, and it's all, yes, most to do with the food that I eat. Thank you to this amazing food. But a lot of it, a lot of the change that took place had to do with healthy habits that I put in place, because you can know all there is to know about what to eat and how to eat it. But if you don't have healthy habits in place to keep you consistent with eating this way, it's just not gonna stick. There's gonna be a point where you fall off the wagon and you're gonna have a really hard time getting back on top or in that wagon. All right, so before I share these habits with you over on Instagram, I'm gonna need for you to go follow myself if you aren't already, and Chelsea May Cullen. I'm gonna link her channel below for you, but she and I, along with a handful of other content creators who I have linked below, we are doing a Gateway Habits Challenge. That's hard to say, a Gateway Habits Challenge, where we are gonna be sharing with you for the next couple days. This actually starts tomorrow and continues for a handful of days, but we're gonna be sharing with you little gateway habits that have helped us implement these good habits that we have, that have helped us get to our health and wellness goals. We want to help you be able to build upon your good habits real easy, and so again, we're gonna be sharing these little gateway habits with you. Make sure you are following us again over on Instagram and start sharing your little gateway habits that you might already have in place or that you plan on putting in place, and use the hashtag Gateway Habits Challenge. We're so excited to do this for you guys and to do it for ourselves and with each other. So yeah, come check us out. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump into these habits. Now, I do want to say this. I'm sharing 3 of them with you today. 3 that really, these habits I did in the beginning of my journey and I still do now. I am going to be adding a 4th one for you at the end, just because I'm nice. I don't need to, but I'm going to do it because I want to do it. So make sure you stick around to the end to check that one out. Now, when I share these, I'm going to also be talking about the little gateway habits kind of underneath them. So the habit will be like the little umbrella, and then I'll share the little gateway habits that fall under that umbrella that allow me to do the habits very easily. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, number 1 is I committed to cooking only quick and easy meals. Now, this doesn't mean that sometimes I don't hang out in the kitchen and, look for a extravagant recipe and make something nice, for me and my family. No, but most of the time, and especially in the beginning of my journey, I committed that most of the meals that I eat were gonna be less than 10 minutes. Preferably 5 minutes or less. They were gonna be things that I could just throw in a pot, whip up really quick, and start eating. Quick and easy meals are where it's at. Things do not have to be complicated. You don't have to keep looking on Pinterest or flipping through recipe books and writing down all the ingredients and then going to the store and shopping for all those ingredients. You don't have to do that to eat healthy and to live a healthy lifestyle. So the way that I have been able to make 10-minute meals or less, and by the way, I've been doing this so successfully that just recently I came out with a cookbook called 10 Minutes or Less, where I share with you 50 delicious whole food plant-based recipes that take 10 minutes or less. So check that out. It's in the description box. But anyway, the way that I have been able to do these quick and easy meals so successfully is by having things like already cooked potatoes on hand. Now this is a great little thing you can do because we all know potatoes are the most satisfying food on the planet. If you don't know, I highly recommend that you look it up. You can literally Google the most satisfying food on the planet and the potato will pop up. It should pop up unless it's changed recently. But having pre-cooked potatoes on hand are so awesome because you can just take them out of the refrigerator where you're storing them, pop them in the microwave or however you want to heat it up and make yourself a delicious potato dish. You can even take these on the road with you. I do that a lot of times on road trips. I'll do it if we're just going, to meet friends out somewhere and I know I might maybe get hungry at a restaurant or at someone's house where there's nothing for me to eat. I just grab my pre-cooked potato and munch on it. It's one of my favorite little gateway habits that has allowed me to eat a quick and easy meal. Another thing that you guys know I keep all the time is frozen rice and frozen veggies. You guys, these things are where it's at when it comes to a quick and easy meal because you can literally take the bag of frozen rice and the bag of frozen veggies, pour some in a pot, grab some canned, BPA-free lining and low sodium or no salt added can of beans, rinse them, throw all those in a pot and have a delicious meal. Add some sauce, some spices, and you are good to go. So yeah, frozen veggies, frozen rice, and of course I just mentioned canned beans are, again, another little gateway habit that allows me to do this habit of eating quick and easy meals that has helped me get to where I need to be. Now, the last little gateway habit under this umbrella of quick and easy meals, this one is key. This one is always keeping foods in stock, like frozen veggies, like canned beans, like frozen rice, sauces, things that can allow you to whip up a quick and easy meal, which is usually things like that. You've got to always keep those in stock and never run out. That way, if you're running home late from work one day or picking the kids up from school and you haven't really thought about what you're gonna eat, you can just come home, run in your pantry, look around really quick, grab some beans, grab some frozen rice and frozen veggies, throw everything together and have yourself a quick and easy meal. So yeah, keeping things in stock and never running out is key with this big habit of having a quick and easy meal under 10 minutes or less, preferably 5 minutes in my book. All right, now the next habit that allowed me to get healthy and get to my goals was repeating meals. Now, I get asked a lot of times with this one, so you're like eating the same thing every day? And essentially, yes. But the key to this for me, and you gotta cater this to yourself, but for me, it was I would, for about 2 weeks, a 2-week time period, I would sit down and pick 2 of my favorite breakfast meals, 2 of my favorite lunch meals, and 2 of my favorite dinner meals, and I would rotate those for about 2 weeks. So let's say this was the case then, and it's the case now. I love overnight oats, and I love hash browns for breakfast. So what I would do to be successful with this is I would always make sure I was making overnight oats every night. I would take 2 mason jars, and I still do this most of the time. I would make sure those 2 mason jars always had overnight oats in them. Obviously, if I was eating the overnight oats in the morning, I would eat the one that was there, for the longer amount of time. But yeah, I would make overnight oats every night to make sure I always had 2 stored in my refrigerator. And then I would also make sure I always had shredded potatoes frozen in my freezer. Now, I would either buy oil-free shredded potatoes from the grocery store, or I would just easily, quickly shred them myself on the weekends. But those little things, shredding the potatoes myself on the weekends or buying them and making overnight oats, those are the little gateway habits that allowed me to do the big habit, which was rotating my meals. Now, rotating my meals doesn't mean I wasn't getting other nutrition that I should be eating, elsewhere. I know some people will tend to think, oh, if you're rotating your meals and eating the same thing all the time, how are you getting your greens in? And how are you eating enough omega fatty acids? Well, I would make sure on the side of my meals, let's say for dinner, I was rotating chili for 2 weeks or eating chili every day. Sometimes I would, for like a week at a time. Well, I would throw kale in there. I would throw spinach in there. Obviously, I was getting beans. I would add avocado, a little avocado on top to make sure I was getting my omegas. So, yes, you can make sure you're still getting all of your nutrition by rotating meals, but rotating meals for me was one of the ways I was able to really implement eating this way easily in a great way, a great habit that I still practice every now and then to help get me back in the swing of things if I need it, and really to just keep me living this way on track real easy. It's super sustainable to do this. I love it. But yeah, rotating my meals, definitely a necessity for me. All right, so moving on to the third habit that allowed me to get to where I am today, to all my health and weight loss goals. That is and was snacking on fruit and veggies only. Now, I will say this. I always get this question. I used to get this question all the time. And the question was, do you snack in between meals? A lot of times I didn't. And that's because I was making sure my meals, my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner were filling. Wasn't skimping myself on volume. Like, I was eating, and I still do eat, pretty big portions. But that's not to say every now and then I don't get, hungry in between a meal, or that I don't crave something sweet. So I made sure to always have the habit, if I did snack, that it was always a fruit or a veggie. Making sure that I ate a fruit or a veggie in between meals really set me up for success, because I was satisfying whether it was a sweet or a salty craving I was having. I was filling myself up with volume because I would eat a pretty good amount of it until I was full, but it was full of water and fiber and low in calories. Now, the little gateway habits that I put in place to make sure I was able to do this habit successfully was I always made sure, of course, I had fruit and veggies in the refrigerator. Some of the more specific things was I loved and still love to snack on frozen fruit, because it just, I don't know, it satisfies me more. I'm chewing on it longer. Sometimes I just want to snack because I want to chew something. So frozen fruit always in my freezer was key for me. Also, if at the store I saw already sliced up carrots or celery or fruit, if it wasn't crazy expensive, I would buy that to save me time having to slice that at home. But yeah, always having carrot sticks and celery slices, things that looked, I don't want to say things, but veggies that looked a little more appealing than just a long piece of celery. Having it already chopped up was just more appealing to me. I felt like I could reach that more easily than having to grab a big stalk of celery and cut that up when the time came. And then I would also keep hummus in my refrigerator to use to snack on with the veggies. So a lot of times on the weekend, I would just make hummus really quick. I have an oil-free hummus recipe at Healthy VM, not BM. Healthy VM, as in vegan, .com. You can find this yummy oil-free hummus recipe. If you would like it, I'll link it below. But yeah, I would always make hummus on the weekend, or make sure I was buying oil-free hummus, fat-free hummus, so I could, have that to snack with. All right, and last but not least, my little fourth healthy habit that I'm gonna just kind of share with you today is being active for at least 30 minutes a day or something similar. Now, I didn't make this a part of my top 3 things, because you don't have to be active to lose weight. Now, you do have to be active to be healthy. But yeah, I just wanted to slide this in there because I do think it is an important healthy habit to have. For me, a little gateway habit to get me to being consistently active on a daily basis was I took my Apple Watch and made sure I was hitting 10,000 steps every day. That got me off the couch, that got me moving. I just kept in my mind, like, I gotta hit that 10,000 steps a day goal. So that was a little gateway habit to get me to my main habit of being active every day. Just laying out your active wear for the next day, just waking up and putting on those clothes, you're probably like, why are you showing me a shoe? Just putting on your running shoes, that's gonna get you in the mood to actually walk out the house and go be active. As long as you are doing something consistently, as long as you are creating a little gateway habit, that's a small, easy one to get you to your big goal, that is amazing. I hope you guys kind of understand what a gateway habit is. It's something small that you can implement to make doing a healthy habit easier. All right, so that is it for me today. Again, don't forget, go over to Instagram, follow myself, follow Chelsea. Make sure you're following all the other content creators that I listed below so you can do this challenge with us. We are so excited to make this easier for you. We really are. It can be as simple as just putting healthy habits in place. That's what you have to do to get healthy. I mean, you have to eat healthy, but like I said earlier, you can know all there is with what to eat and how to eat, but if you don't have healthy habits in place, it's gonna be hard to do consistently. Thanks again for watching. I will see you guys next week. Y'all have a great week, and yeah, see you soon.